Oh yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there is a
They
good
have.
news.
I have a in this tax season. I had uh, two or three people who email me. How do I get my stimulus check? This current check, for example, she was asking, how do I get my stimulus check? I missed the previous one because we are by the third stimulus check. So many people have received one, two. Many people have received none. I say the only way to claim your stimulus check, if you have not received any stimulus check before, the only way to claim a stimulus check now is to file a tax return and pay at least $1 of taxes. Because when we are filing tax return, there is a field, two fields saying how much you receive in your stimulus check. If the client didn't receive any, we say we put 0 and 0, and the IRS is going to send you or deposit you the checks or deposit you the stimulus checks in your account. I am assuming that for this third round of stimulus, the IRS is going to enable a website, because I know that that happened with the first check, the first and second, the IRS enabled a website for people not filing taxes. For US citizens not filing taxes, the IRS enabled a website where you can update your information. But so far, if we are in tax season and there is a stimulus check, the best way to claim is to file a tax return, but you need to at least pay $1 of taxes. The IRS will not accept a zero return. I think that once we did for a tax return for $1, so client has to pay $1 tax. It happens, and it works. But yes, they receive the stimulus check. Now, some US expats who do not have a bank account when they file taxes, the checks get physically to the country. That works in Europe where mailing systems are as good as in the US. But for Latin America or for Middle East or for Africa, um, it's not gonna be easy to get a check there. Just to give you an example, we have a case for a client. The check went to the embassy in the country, and then from the embassy to the consulate, and then from the consulate to the client. So it was months that when the client got that, because there was no a bank account in the return. The client preferred not to provide bank account information. That's one. And second is because the address is not in the U.S. If the address is in the U.S., then the check goes to the U.S. address, and then someone can send the check to the person or deposit it in the bank account. But if there is no U.S. address in the return, then the stimulus checks are not gonna get in the U.S. So there are two things. One is the bank account. That is the easiest way to get the money, is having a bank account in your tax return. And second, if you don't have a bank account, at least have an address in the U.S. so someone will be able to deposit your check in your account.